Imagine a fighter in his prime. Agile, powerful, celebrated by his peers, yet barred from the championship ring, not by a stronger opponent, but by the colour of his skin. This is the story of Len Johnson. Born the 22nd of October 1902 in Clayton, Manchester, Johnson's father was William Benker Johnson, a Sierra Leone Creole who settled in Manchester, and his mother Margaret Maher was of Irish descent. In this video, we'll explore his early life, his remarkable boxing career, the discrimination he faced both inside and outside the ring, and his enduring legacy. Growing up in a working-class, mixed-race family in Manchester, Len was exposed early to the unfairness of society. Johnson's professional career commenced around 1920, after some time fighting in the boxing booths. From the start, he showed talent, sharp defence, a long reach, and an educated left hand. By the mid-1920s, Len Johnson was making his mark. In 1925, he defeated Roland Todd, the reigning British middleweight champion, in a non-title bout, twice. This should have earned him a title shot, but there was a barrier: the colour bar. Under a rule introduced in 1911, often referred to as Rule 24, to fight for a British title, you had to have been born to two white parents. Because Johnson did not satisfy that condition, he was prevented from fighting for a British championship, despite his win. In 1926, Johnson travelled to Australia, where he fought Harry Collins in Sydney for the vacant British Empire middleweight title and won. But when he returned to Britain, the victory was not recognised by the British governing body. His professional record is impressive. Sources give over 100 fights, some even list 134 or more, with around 90 plus wins, yet he was denied the formal recognition he deserved. Many boxing historians now label him Britain's uncrowned champion. He retired from professional boxing around 1933. Johnson's fight didn't end when he hung up his gloves. In fact, his second career was arguably even more impactful. During World War II, he served in the Civil Defence Rescue Squad in Manchester, entering bomb-damaged buildings to assist the injured, demonstrating physical courage in a different arena. After the war, he became politically active, joining the Communist Party of Great Britain and helping found the New International Club, a social and political space working against racial discrimination and for colonial liberation. In 1953, at the pub The Old Abbey Tap House on the Greenhays estate, Johnson was refused service because of his skin colour. He organised a protest involving more than 200 people of different ethnicities. The pub reversed its policy shortly after. His activism contributed to the eventual dismantling of many of Britain's colour bar practices and influenced discussions that led to the Race Relations Act later on. Len Johnson's story holds multiple layers of significance. As an athlete who arguably deserved national championships but was denied by institutional racism, as a trailblazer for black British sportspeople and a reminder of how sport and society interlock, as a community figure who fought for equality, not just for himself but for others. Today, his legacy is being reclaimed. There's a campaign in Manchester to erect a statue in his honour. One Manchester initiative even commissioned a portrait of Johnson in the area where he grew up. Yet, for all his achievements, Len Johnson remains relatively under-recognised in the wider popular memory of British boxing. From humble beginnings in Manchester, through a brilliant but thwarted boxing career, to courageous activism in the face of entrenched racism, is both a story of talent and a lesson in injustice. He could evade punches and land them, but he could not dodge the colour bar. Yet instead of giving up, he pivoted into activism, community service and social justice, a different kind of fight, just as courageous.